Hello everybody, Eric Apricot here. This is part 2 of my beginner-friendly series on basketball terms viewed through the lens of the Golden State Valkyries. Today we're going to focus on the pick and roll play. This is the #1 most popular play in basketball. Dolson is going to step up and set a screen by standing in the way. When Sykes dribbles to the left, that's going to make Burton run into the screen, which means Sykes is going to get away from her defender, Veronica Burton. So Janelle Salaun will step up to temporarily cover Sykes. In an ideal world, Salaun would be able to recover back to her original assignment, and Burton would switch to her assignment, for the simple reason that Salaun and the screener Dolson are big, and Burton and her assignment are small. You usually have players guarding someone of the same size, and when you don't, you call this a mismatch. Here, Brittany Sykes is being guarded by a big, and as a general rule, smalls will have a speed advantage over bigs, and she's threatening to dribble by or outmaneuver Salaun. On the other side of the mismatch, when a big is being guarded by a small, she will have a strength advantage and will just be able to shoot the ball over the small. So Washington, they want to keep the mismatch. So to prevent the defenders from switching back to their original assignments, Dolson makes a very decisive cut straight to the basket, and that's going to force Burton to scramble to stay with her. When you screen and then you cut to the basket, this is called a roll, and that's why it's called a pick and roll. If Sykes can hit Dolson on this roll, she has a clean runway straight through the lane, and either she'll get an open layup or the big defender will have to rotate to her. Rotating means that you start guarding a new player, and when Temi rotates, that will leave Kiki available for a little drop-off pass and an easy layup. So this is looking not good for the Valkyries if this pass can get through, but Burton does not give up, and she haikus this pass right into the stands. Nice defense.
Officiating crew right now, but either way, doesn't matter. It's Mystics basketball.
Washington's been up by as many as 9. Ball deflected out of bounds. It stays with the Mystics.
A couple of plays later, Washington adjusts how they run the pick and roll. Iriafen steps up to set the screen, but instead of waiting for the defender to run into the screen, she's going to just roll even before the screen gets fully set. That's called slipping the screen or ghosting the screen, and that's going to give her a head start on her roll. Kiki goes unguarded into the lane. But the Valkyries have also changed things up. Last time, the big defender stayed at the level of the screen and received Sykes when she drove the ball, and when the screener rolled, Burton followed the screener. This time, both of them are going to ambush the ball handler. This is called a double team or a trap or a blitz. Ideally, they would have caught Sykes between them, but Sykes is too wily for that, and she dribbles around the double team. And then Burton counter-wilies her by peeling out of the trap and meeting her on the other side. Good defense. Sykes drives. 2 defenders stay with her. You remember Kiki had screened and then rolled all the way down the paint. So now Thornton is rotated to guard her. Anytime there's 2 defenders on 1 attacker, that means there's an open player. Here are the 2 open players, and Kayla late has to guard both of them. Instead of picking one of them, she stands halfway between the 2 of them and just hopes she can recover to whoever the ball goes to. Melbourne expects that, and she throws it to Citron. Good rotation from Thornton, and now the defense has recovered. Washington resets to Sykes, and it's another pick and roll. In a standard pick and roll, the ball usually goes towards the screen so that you can take advantage of the screen. But sometimes you don't want to use the screen and you go the other way, and that's called rejecting the screen. Not emotionally, it's nothing personal. Sykes attacks. What in the world is Kayla Late doing here? She's supposed to be guarding Melbourne here. So let's go back for a second. When the ball goes to Melbourne, Late is playing up on her, but when the ball rotates to Sykes, Late hops back to a new position, and this is called helping at the nail. You have to imagine that there's a nail right here in the center of this free throw circle, and you have a string, and then you draw the free throw circle with paint brought by horse and carriage. It's definitely got an old-timey feel. But anyway, when there's a player on the side, you have a defender somewhere in the vicinity of the nail, and if she beats her defender going middle, then you'll be right there to help. So nice positioning from late.
90 or so seconds.
Surpassing her career high set in 2022. It's 15 points. She's now got 17. Washington swings it down by 1 after being up by as many as 9.
Okay, I think we have all the concepts necessary to understand the play that leads to the big Veronica Burton 3. The Valkyries run a classic pick and roll. Fagbenle sets a screen. Burton takes the screen. That means her defender, Melbourne, has to trail her, and that forces the big defender to switch to Burton. Remember, with this mismatch, the small Burton should be able to dribble past the big. Citron steps over to help at the nail. Citron helped off of Thornton, so Burton throws it over, but Citron is too quick and has recovered. Here's an instant pop quiz. What do you call it when your teammate is guarding the ball on the wing and you position yourself in this general area to help against a drive to the middle? I hope you said that this was helping at the nail. Thornton tries to drive right through the help. Melbourne is in position to stop Thornton from passing to the previous known location of Burton, but Burton slides along the perimeter to create a better passing angle, and now
Down, kicks it out. Burton 3. Oh!
Let's end with our traditional celebration audit. Let's see how Burton celebrates the biggest 3 in franchise history. Holds the follow through and nothing. Okay. Oops. She's doing something. No, she's only pointing out a defensive assignment. Well, that's pretty no-nonsense. Luckily, Pajemski is decompensating on her behalf. Well, that wasn't much celebrating. Let's see how Veronica Burton celebrated her teammate's big play. This should have been a turnover, but luckily goes straight to Fagbenle. With nice awareness, throws it to Thornton. Cans the enormous three-pointer plus the foul. Burton is yelling, happy, and jumping around. Runs straight at Thornton. All smiles. I don't know. That was still pretty reserved. Oh, wait. Veronica now yelling at Thornton. I think the celebration's not over. Burton does not give up. She's beckoning her, saying, hey, the party's not over, and reaches out to grab her. And what kind of festivity is Burton putting together? It's team meeting. I guess if you're the defensive-minded point guard leader of the team, there's no time to party when you're planning strategy for the next play. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And if you didn't enjoy this video, I promise I'll do better next time.